Alright, everybody. Hey, how's it going? Richard Hale here with Teaching Online Business. Thanks for watching this special video training. Today we're looking at our funnel here at Teaching Online Business, breaking it down, kind of giving you some reasons why we do this, why we do that. This is our virtual whiteboard. This is a pretty cool app that you guys can use if you're doing your own training videos. A little tough to write with, but it's completely free, and you can go check it out at AWW app. So, as some of you may know, we have a webinar training that kind of breaks down our process here at Teaching Online Business. We formulated a model of processes and systems and methodology that we call the CAMA method, CAMA formula. And CAMA represents Customer Acquisition Marketing Accelerator. And we built a program off this that kind of teaches you every single step that you need to know to really grow and scale a client business. So today we're looking at our webinar, what we do, why we do it, and I'm just wanted to explain and kind of give you a visual presentation, if you will. That way some of you can understand it better. And if you have not watched the full training, I highly recommend it. You can just go to teachingonlinebusiness.com/webinar. So in our main funnel, we are using a webinar funnel, and this is a automated webinar. And the reason we use an automated webinar is so we're not doing live webinars consistently. What I recommend, and it depends on your experience, because if you're new, if you haven't did webinars, it's good to do a few live ones so you can get that experience and get that knowledge. So I would recommend doing a few live before you put in your webinar for it to be automated. That would be my recommendation for you. But we use it, and ours starts at the top of the hour. So we have our webinar registration page. And I'm not the best drawer, but we'll call webinar registration page. So this is your main landing page. This is where you're driving your traffic to. So we have our ads, and our paid ads are driving traffic to this webinar registration page. Our hope is for them to land on the registration page, sign up. That way we get the name and email. They come into our system, and we're able to start bringing them through the funnel. If they come to the webinar registration page and sign up, then they're going to go to a thank you page or a confirmation page. And the reason that you want this is for your tracking, because what you're going to have is you're going to have people that's going to sign up, and they're going to go to this thank you confirmation page, and they'll get the webinar link, instructions. You can put a little video in there or whatnot. But what happens to people that come to the webinar page to register and they don't? You don't want to lose them. You don't want them to fall off. Something could have happened. They may have went there, then they might have been on a tight deadline, or they may have lost internet connection. They could start driving down the road. Something urgent come up. You want to be able to reach them. So if they yes, that means they go through. But if they don't sign up, what we can do is we can retarget this page right here. So we can target this page by putting a rule in that if somebody hit this page and didn't go on to this page, and that would refer to everybody that went on the webinar registration page and didn't sign up. That way we can retarget them and we can send them back to the registration page so they can get signed up. So that's what's important as far as these steps go. So in Facebook, since Facebook is one of the priority paid traffic types that we use, we're able to track this. You have your pixels up. Your pixels can be global. You only need one. And we can have a rule where if somebody visited this page but didn't visit this page, this is exactly who we target, because you don't want to target anybody that's signed up. It defeats the purpose. You only want to target people that came to the registration page and didn't sign up. That way you can, again, push them back to the webinar registration page so they can get signed up. So if they went successfully, they got their confirmation or their thank you, their next step is going to be the webinar itself. So webinar, and this is where it gets interesting. One of the reasons why we use ClickFunnels and recommend ClickFunnels is because it makes the sequences easier. And what I mean by this, you can have a lot of different scenarios when it comes to people coming to your webinar and doing different things. So our webinar has two things. We either do the offer, or either giving an offer or selling a product or something to that nature, or we're given a next step. Now in our webinar here at Teaching Online Business, we are given a next step at the end of the webinar. We want people to go through this and get an application, get scheduled with us so we can have a strategy session with them to talk about their business and how we can grow and help them scale. The only people that see that offer is the people that watch the webinar all the way through. So if they watch the webinar all the way through, that means we're going to get a yes on this sequence. They're going to be able to see the next move, next step, or offer. So we always have a next step or an offer at the end of the webinar. So if they go through, they see it, then if they take us up on the offer, then we're going to be able to get on the phone with them. That's a bad phone, I know. Looks like a banana, but that's a phone. Might want to write that down. It's a bad phone, but phone nonetheless. But we can get them on the phone. We can call them. We can see if they're going to be a good fit for us, and we can help them. If we can help them, then we'll move forward. We'll close the sale, and we'll start helping them grow and scale. Now, that's only if this is the perfect scenario. So they come from your paid ad, they sign up for the webinar, they go to the confirmation page, they attend the webinar, they watch the webinar all the way through, they see the offer, they see the next step, they take it, they go to the phone call, they agree to work with us, we agree to work with them, close sale. That is the perfect scenario. But what you're going to find is that don't happen all the time. Yeah, in fact, it rarely happens. It's a small percentage. Usually your sales conversions are 1% on average. So you're selling one person every 100 you get. That's an average. And you think if you can do two sales per 100, then you're probably doing really good. So this is the perfect scenario. as you know, it rarely plays out like that. With our webinar, we have three more sequences that can happen. The first one, they could actually sign up for the webinar, but they don't attend. So they were able to get signed up, and for whatever reason, they didn't get to attend the webinar. So with ClickFunnels, you have an automated sequence in there that if somebody signed up and they didn't attend, they're automatically going to get an email that's going to push them back to watch the webinar. Now that's why I like using ClickFunnels, because I don't have to create that in Infusionsoft or ActiveCampaign. I can do it ever on the ClickFunnels platform. It's already there, and it's a lot easier. Saves me time, money, and effort. Anything that saves me time, money, and effort is a good thing. Now that's only one sequence that can happen. There's two more that can happen. So we can also get somebody that signs up for the webinar, attends the webinar, but they leave early. And what this means is they did not get to see the next step or offer. So how does that happen? Well, with ClickFunnels, you're able to put in a time. So if your offer or your next step is presented in a webinar at 36 minutes, you can put that 36-minute mark there, and it's going to calculate who stays to that and who doesn't. And everybody that is on this other side, they don't stay that full time. That means they saw your webinar, but they left early. They didn't get to see the offer or the next step. And we can craft some email messages and some sequences, get them back to see the offer, get them back to the webinar. We have a third step too, and this is for people that sign up for the webinar, they attended your webinar, they even saw the offer, but they didn't take that next step. They didn't get the offer. And with these people, you know they watched your webinar. They've already gave you a 30-minute, an hour and 30-minute time commitment. So there's no point to send these people back to the webinar. You don't want to do that. What you want to do instead, you may want to present. There's a few different scenarios that we could do. We are going to get them on an email sequence, but we may ask them a few questions. You know, we saw that you saw our offer. We're just wondering why you didn't take us up on our consultation, or why you didn't purchase our product. It's okay to do that. You'll have to feel that, you know, different industries are different. How you approach this. There's really not a one-fits-all solution. But you can experiment with them. You can send it that question. If they don't respond to the questions, then come back. Maybe try to present your offer in a different way. You don't have to give them a different offer. You know, in our program, in the full Kimma program and the training, having your new unique core offer is very, very important. And again, if you haven't seen our full training, make sure you watch that webinar. It's you know, it's a time commitment. I know it's a little over an hour long, but it gives you a full understanding of the 6 core steps that are allowing our business to be successful, and a lot of clients' businesses to be successful. We're talking about growing. It's a model that is a 7-figure model. What you're looking at right now can easily produce 7 figures. Now, even if seven figures is not your aim, and 6 figures, it could do 6, it could do 5, whatever your aim is. I'm not going to pressure you and force you to make 7 figures, but I know that was a go for me. It's a go for a lot of people, a lot of clients. They want to make as much money as they can make. So this funnel right here, and you're looking at the complete funnel here on the whiteboard. This is a 7-figure funnel. But when it comes to this third sequence here, and people watching your webinar all the way through, seeing the offer, seeing the next step, and not taking any action, the goal is to get them to take that next step. So your email sequence needs to be focused on that. And again, it may be asking them questions, doing a little survey, trying to find out exactly, trying to drill down exactly what their concern is with the offer or with the next step, if they have one, or giving them the same offer but presenting it in a different way. That's another thing that you may want to do. But this is why, again, I highly recommend ClickFunnels, because it's very easy to get set up. Now, ours is automated. We did it live once, and it's been running on autopilot ever since. And the way our webinar is structured, it starts at the top of every hour. So our webinar is available 24 times a day at the top of every hour. So there's a lot of opportunity with that compared to running at 2 or 3 times a day. So, and again, if you watch the webinar training, the bonus that we have on there is you getting this exact funnel. So if you do watch that webinar all the way through, you're going to get a copy of this exact funnel. And literally all you have to do is change the videos out, change the wording, put your stuff in there, and it's one of the bonuses that we give on our main webinars. So that's another reason for you guys to go and watch it. But I just kind of wanted to break this down and let you be able to kind of see the whole process, the whole funnel, and why we're doing specific things, because this is a complex system, but it doesn't have to be overthought. I don't want it to scare you just because it does always function the features. It's important that you have the retargeting to get people back to where they need to be. It's like if your webinar step and there's a product page or a sales page, and people are visiting that sales page, if they go to that sales page and they don't buy, you want to be able to retarget those people. You want to get them back to, that sales page, because they was almost ready. They was one step away from buying, but they didn't. And things happen, you're out, you lose internet connection, you realize that your turkey's in the oven and it's smoking up the house, and, you leave, whatever it could be. It could be a lot of different things. We're busy. We're always on the go, and that's something that you have to remember when, in your business. People are always on the go. We have less time, it seems, more than any other period. We're more, I wouldn't say more focused, but we're just busy. We're constantly busy, and you have so much competition out there that you really have to use every tool, every strategy, every technique, every advantage that you can get over your competitors. You have to use. You have to take advantage of it. So the retargeting, it's important. Having your extra sequences based on what your clients or what your prospects are doing, what actions they're taking. All of these emails that you're sending out, they could be done beforehand. and you can have this whole system in your business less than a few days, because we've used this over and over and over again. It's a proven funnel. You have the funnel now. Again, if you want to get a copy, go watch our webinar training. You're gonna get the complete 6-step system, our 6-step framework for building a 7-figure client business. And you're also going to get this exact funnel where you don't got to mess with anything. Just plug it in and you're good to go. Okay, guys, I am getting ready to do some phone calls. I appreciate you watching the training video. I love your feedback. Do these videos help you? Is there something specific you would like to see? Let me know, because again, I'm here to help you any way that I can to get you to grow and scale your business. Take you to the next level. That's my goal, to help you. So any feedback on what training videos I'm doing, what content we're doing on the blog, and different things like that, don't be afraid to give us some feedback. And I'm always going to say this, and it's no pressure. You'll be ready when you're ready, but we're always here if you're ready to put this 7-figure business model into your business. If you're ready to go to that next level, you know what to do. teachingonlinebusiness.com/apply. Get on the phone with us. Let's talk about your business. Let's see if we can help you. If you're a fit for us, if we're a fit for you, that way you can start growing and scaling your business. But thanks for watching, everybody. I'm going to head out, go get some lunch, come back, make some phone calls, make some money. Hope you're doing the same. Bless you for watching. Thanks. I will catch you on the next video.